Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Maciej Talalaj. I'm the sales manager Central Eastern Europe in company AAEON, one of the contributors of the IQRF Alliance. I think it's my fourth time here, and more people come, so I'm pretty happy that the IQRF Alliance is growing. Okay, perfect. So, who we are? ASUS is an industrial. AAEON is an industrial arm of ASUS. We are one of the biggest worldwide manufacturers of industrial computing gateways for professional usage. We're based on the x86 architecture, and our primary focus right now is artificial intelligence and the Internet of Things. So, what's worth mentioning is that AAEON is I think is a premier partner of Intel right now on the level of artificial intelligence. We were the first company worldwide who delivered an industrial module of a neural network appliance with Intel Movidius Myriad on board. So if you want to know more about the gateways, about the products we have, feel free to visit our website, industrialgateways.eu or aeon.eu. For sure you'll find more information there. So, the mission of AAEON is quite simple. We are spreading intelligence in the connected world. So what does it mean? As I said, our focus is Internet of Things and artificial intelligence. We really believe that artificial intelligence is the new energy. It's not the future, it's the present. Then, the simple things are intelligence. This is where we are going. We came from the industrial world, and we are now in this phase of the Internet of Things. So, what about the artificial intelligence? We all know the fact that the IoT can leverage the IQRF technology, but we want to add something more. We want to add artificial intelligence. So how does it work? Basically, we use the IP cameras, the video streams, and then we enable users to process the data, to analyze it, and to find a way how to describe what's going on. So we use artificial intelligence in the vertical markets like smart manufacturing, like safety and security, like smart healthcare, smart retail, or smart city. So with the usage of neural networks, we are able to find a way how to do it. Then, if you take a look on the classic IoT application pattern, then we all know this pattern. This is a centralized pattern with the server located in the cloud. And then, in the local area, we use IQRF Alliance technology. Then we process the data, we collect the data, and then we aggregate it and push it to the server, which analyzes and computes it. But in terms if we add the artificial intelligence, not all of the decisions can be taken in the cloud because of the several issues like security, privacy, latency, or robustness. And in this case, we need artificial intelligence on the edge to process the video stream, to process loads of data which are created locally on the edge, and then to send only the relevant data, the metadata, to the cloud, which helps us to save some features which I will tell you in a moment. Then the pattern which we introduced to the market with the artificial intelligence added to the gateways, with the neural networks added to the gateways, is that we put an edge IoT, AI IoT edge gateway in the local area, in the edge, I mean, and then we receive the following advantages. First of all, we also, does it work? We can actuate the data, we can elaborate the data locally. Then the cloud receives only the metadata, the process information. Then we take over the part of the responsibilities of the cloud. So why customers need this kind of approach? First of all, they want the faster and cheaper solutions, which can be achieved by using local edge gateway. Then they want to remove the inefficiencies, and then they want to know how to describe and eliminate it. Then they want to contain the data deluge. Just imagine if we have an artificial intelligence gateway and we receive loads of data coming from the cameras which analyze the objects, they analyze the situations, they detect some strange behaviors. In this case, we have, I would say, gigabytes of data, not only kilobytes, but really gigabytes of data, which cannot be sent to the cloud all over the time because of the data bandwidth, because of the cost of the transmission. Then they want to process it locally and send the metadata to the cloud. And then, of course, want to keep the sensitive data on site. They don't want to stream it in case of a breach to the transfer. So, the biggest advantages of bringing cloud to the edge for the Industry 4.0 is that for sure we have more efficiency. It's a real-time operation. Unplanned downtime can be easily reduced also by using local gateway. We have cheaper and more robust network. As I said, we don't need to stream a lot of data anymore. I know that you are used to small amounts of data, but in case you are going to add AI on the edge, then trust me, it can grow much bigger. We overcome the latency. So of course, when we are waiting for a reply from the server, from the cloud, the latency is not big, but of course it's very risky in terms, especially in terms of applications related to security and safety, where the reply has to be real time. And of course, security, as I said, the less data we send, the more encrypted it is. It's more difficult to breach in, and therefore we increase the security. So the benefits, of course, while we are using x86 gateway with scalable CPUs on board, for instance, we can offer CPUs coming from dual-core Celeron, even up to quad-core i7 CPUs in a fanless form factor. Then we receive the ability to process the data, not only to store the data and push it to the cloud. We can actually compute it on site. Real-time operations, as I said, is very important, especially in the security applications, where the response of the system must be immediate. And of course, the major benefit, which is artificial intelligence and machine learning on the edge, this is very, very important. And the decentralization, decentralized decision-making, we consider it as a main principle of the so-called Industry 4.0. So this is what we all want to achieve. Then, from the business perspective, how does it look like? In 2017, only 10% of the data, of the generated data, was processed on the cloud, while in 2022, it is anticipated to be around 50%. So this is really a big area to improve ourselves. Of course, in terms of money, I would say, it's also worth checking, because as we can see, until 2022, the money which will be involved in this will reach $7 billion. So it's really a big portion. So what do we achieve when we use edge gateway, AI, IoT edge gateway? For sure, bigger efficiency, gigaflops per watt. For sure, it's a reasonable cost, because cost of a gateway, even if it's x86 gateway, is not that big. And of course, industrial-grade architecture. The strong point of AAEON is that we provide industrial solutions with good longevity. Right now is 15 years from the original manufacturing date. So it means that you can keep up your project for a very long time. The customers can be supported with the same device for a really, really long time period. The strategy of AAEON is in this matter, in matter of artificial intelligence and industrial Internet of Things, is as follows. For sure, we are technology-driven. We are focused on the AI and IoT. We are innovation-oriented. We adopt various technologies from the market, wired, wireless, hardware, software. And we are focused on verticals, which I mentioned. And when we are approaching customers, what can we really offer? We always start from the proof of concept stage. We have cool development kits, which you can check on our websites, related to different vertical markets, like digital signage, like retail. Of course, we have a nice starter kit with IQRF, so we are able to build up the IQRF network within hours. Then the next stage, of course, if customer wants to move on to the mass production, we can use either standard gateways from our portfolio, or we can customize it based on the technology offered by our partners, our partners like from the hardware and from the software side. So we can see that, of course, IQRF is one of them. Talking about the solutions based on IQRF, we have both indoor and outdoor gateways with the IQRF technology adopted on board. Of course, we have also different technologies, but this is another story. And going to the details, I hope that all of you know already the starter kit, IQRF IoT starter kit. If not, then ask Shimon immediately, because we all have to know it. This starter kit is based on the app board, is our board for easy development of projects like this. Then, of course, we have indoor gateway based on the latest Apollo Lake Intel family. This is the latest embedded family from Intel, with the possibility of not only IQRF module, but also with the artificial intelligence. So if you're planning to do it, feel free to use it. And last but not least, of course, we have IP68 gateway, which is outdoor gateway, able to work between -20 and 70 Celsius degrees. You can put it literally outdoors. You can install it on a lighting pole, for instance, and it works as the edge gateway, which can be also connected, for instance, to cameras, which are usually used in smart city environment. Then you can use the power of artificial intelligence, neural networks, to leverage. And of course, we cooperate with companies from the IQRF Alliance. One of the examples is Logimic. Logimic have introduced the Open Edge Gateway software based on our hardware. So let me introduce Michal Valný from Logimic. So Michal, the stage is yours.
So, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Michal Valný. I'm from Logimic company. Our company is providing software products for edge systems like control systems and gateways. We are very tightly collaborating with IQRF Tech on IQRF Gateway Daemon, previously presented by Rostya. And today I would like to introduce our software solution, which is Open Edge Gateway. Open Edge Gateway is a software platform for gateways, providing high-level abstraction of devices, edge control connectivity, and edge connectivity. It's fully customizable software, and this software can create a gateway from any hardware running Windows or Linux operating systems, but for industrial applications, we are focusing a lot on App Square board by AAEON. Open Gateway offers or can work with more IoT networks. We use IQRF Gateway Daemon as an adapter for IQRF network, providing us access to IQRF network. Each device in this network is interpreted by its high-level abstraction, which is just simple text address of this device. So you don't have to care of what sensor network the given device is coming from or what vendor the device is provided by. High-level abstraction enables you to make very simple edge control performance of control logic with devices. You can very simply pair, for example, switch with bulbs or lamps or power sockets or LED temperature sensor or CO2 sensor, trigger heaters or fans. It's done by very simple script where you define control logic between your devices. The control script is loaded to the gateway, and gateway executes the script in real time and performs control logic. For a more sophisticated system, we are providing plugin architecture. You can take any piece of your existing software and put it as a plugin to the gateway, and your software can interact with the gateway, control the gateway, or otherwise work with gateway. This way, we realize the solution when we are supporting AI features on App Square board. And of course, edge or remote connectivity. Edge connectivity means that any client can access gateway directly via local network without internet connection, and any client can make choice if you want to access gateway remotely through internet or locally. This is very important for customer and application with poor or no internet connectivity. The Open Edge Gateway is open source and free platform. You can build your own solution on that. We already prepared 2 of them. First is industrial control solution, which is solution enabling connectivity of any industry device like lamps, fan, heaters, even production machines or robots to the network. It consists from IQRF network, AppSquare board running Open Edge Gateway, integrated with Amazon Web Services and integrated with client engines. How it works, for example, you are a manufacturer of fans, you just take your device and you can connect it to the IQRF network. You don't have to be familiar with IQRF technology at all. We are providing a very simple IQRF development board, that red one, which is a standalone IQRF device with IQRF transceiver on board with many inputs, outputs, and even I2C communication. So you can use this board as an adapter or connector of your device to the network. And you of course can use many other IQRF devices on the market. At this moment, you equipped your device with edge control and edge and remote connectivity. The feature cloud integration helps you to get your data to the cloud, not only measured data, but also performance data or action data, any data from the gateways, and prepare her presentation for client applications, making statistics and more. And of course, performing of data analytics, which is important for your customer and for you, because, for example, you can realize that fan number 6 at customer XY is not working properly because air pollution is higher than you expected at the beginning. So you can realize this fact, and you can update your controls software in the gateway and remotely download this software update to the gateway. You can even remotely update the gateway software itself and even the software in end nodes in your devices, in IQRF devices. This way you can offer to your customer continuous improvements of your products, new features, and more and more. So you can open here new business with new features of your products. Here is just the example how simple the control script can be. There is the fan controlled by or triggered by temperature sensor. There is more sophisticated application, control of 6-axis robots. The gateway can plan movement trajectories of the robots, can make optimization of speeds and optimization of trajectories, and more and more. So that was our first solution. This is our second solution, which is AI camera solution. This solution, the goal is to merge artificial intelligence with gateway, so let AI control the gateway or interact with the gateway. So from hardware perspective, you have, again, IQRF network with your devices, AppSquare board with Intel Movidius newer network chipset included in AppSquare board, and with external USB camera. From software perspective, you have Open Edge Gateway with AI plugin. This plugin interacts with AI hardware module, and you can train AI hardware module with dedicated tools. We use Intel Open Valný SDK, so you can learn the AI module with whatever you want. So you can train it with recognizing of the faces, recognizing of the letters, numbers, cars, buildings, whatever. And this module will always be able to collaborate or work within gateway. So we prepared a very simple solution. Outside at the door, you will see the the triggering of IQRF devices based by male or female face recognitions. So if you are interested, we can show you how the control script looks like and how it works. So that's it for me. Please don't hesitate to ask us for demo. We can take your device, make it working with our solution, and you can take it as a demo or you can scale it to the product finally. Thank you very much for your attention.